It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Bankers Life Fieldhouse, tonight it's the Indiana Pacers taking on the Detroit Pistons. The opening tip won by the Pacers as we get underway in downtown Indianapolis. To Collison. Fires the three. Message received. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Collison into the front court. Looking to make something happen. The screen sets him up for two.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Jackson with it. Down two. Down low for Griffin. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
Can't connect. Pistons ball here. Jackson. Here comes the screen. Rebound belongs to Indiana. Matthews. To Drummond. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Into the front court comes Collison. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Matthews. 4-3. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Jackson with it. They can get a 2-for-1 if they play this right. Here comes the screen. Miles Turner pins it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Miles Turner. Jackson. To Griffin. Beyond the arc for three. And Blake Griffin good on the quick release for three.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Knocks it down on the step back. That was not easy. 1 quarter down. The Pistons have the lead. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Doesn't get the bounce. Collison into the front court, trailing by 4. To Young. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending. The possession in favor of Detroit. Jackson. Here comes the screen. Jackson. Shot clock violation. Collison to Matthews.
2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Just off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Into the front court comes Collison. Down 4. It was right there.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Jackson to Drummond. Nothing going here on...
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Jackson.
To number 6.
Indiana with the basketball. Collison to Matthews.
1 minute left.
Here comes the screen. Young to Matthews. Going to launch beyond the arc. Well contested. Wesley Matthews can't hit it. Griffin. To Jackson. To Collison. Cleans the offensive glass. Swallowed up by Drummond. Reggie Jackson, not that time. Late heave to beat the buzzer from beyond half court. Gets it to go from long distance. A fitting capper to the end of the first half. Time expires to end the first half with the Pacers in the lead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Pacers are in a close game thus far. They certainly staked the flag in the paint. They were dominant around the rim on the offensive end. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Indiana Pacers. The Pistons are still very much in this matchup. I love the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impressed me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Detroit Pistons.
First half stats. Player of the half. Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
A lot of intrigue to come in this second half. A 1-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. To Griffin. Takes stock of the floor. The big fella, Andre Drummond. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Collison into the front court. His guys now down by a point. To Turner. And the rebound comes down to Griffin. To Drummond. Nothing going here on that drive. It's AD for 2 and scores.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
I got him.
Collison. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Trying to cash in. Shot by Bogdanovich. No good. Pistons have it. Here comes the screen. Jackson. The drive. Right to the basket. Miles Turner with a piece. That's his 3rd block this evening.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Young. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Jackson with it. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Thaddeus Young swats it. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Darren Collison. Griffin. Defender was right there. He has to know better.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Here comes the screen. Collison. Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points.
Jackson with it. It's a 1-point game. 13-12. Here comes the screen. Can't connect.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
3 quarters complete. The Pistons with the lead. So the Pacers with the basketball to start the 4th quarter. And a lot of people might not have expected this to be a one-score game this late. But wait, Jay, we have ourselves a ball game.
Ed, I've been in this situation so many times as a team that's been the favorite. You expect to win the ball game, and then all of a sudden you find yourself in the middle of a true battle. This looks like it could be anybody's game right now.
Collison to Matthews. Collison. Darren Collison shakes free from a tough matchup and buries it.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
And hits the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. It's Indiana basketball. Collison to Matthews. Here comes the screen. Matthews. Knocks it down off the step back.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Nothing going here on that drive. Reggie Jackson not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
I got something for him.
Collison. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Right.
Blake Griffin, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 68%. First one goes down. So he hits the first, misses the second. To Matthews. 5 to shoot for Indiana. Turner. And the rebound taken by Griffin. It's Detroit's ball. To Reggie Jackson. Gets a shot up off the mark. Turner goes to the left side. To Collison. Young. To Collison. The Pacers with 4 to shoot. Morrison. Man, that was a tough shot. Now the Pistons going to use a timeout. They trail by 2. And the question, do they look for the tie in overtime? Or do they go for it all with a 3?
Have you considered enrolling your son or daughter in one of our summer basketball camps? Space is limited, so you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
There's the whistle and an intentional foul. Just their first in the final 2 minutes, so no free throws yet. They'll take the ball out of bounds.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
Now they get the intentional foul, and this one not over yet. 2 huge free throws coming up in a 2-point game.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Whistle stops play, and we'll get a timeout here for Detroit. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again.
Team shops, including the fan favorite throwback jerseys. Get one for yourself before they're all gone.
A shot at the buzzer. This one to the Pacers as they win this one by 4. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pacers got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the 3 ball, and it was instrumental to their success. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Indiana Pacers. The Pistons didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. And offensively, their execution was terrible. They didn't have a single score in double digits. That says it all right there. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Detroit Pistons.
Game stats. player of the game.
Collison earned the award the hard way, and that's by doing it around the rim. He took the elbows, put in the effort, and came away with a significant number of rebounds. He did plenty to deserve the recognition.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Coyne and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.